Saying no isn't so bad. Meet Kathy, a passionate, dedicated, and skillful individual. She loves to learn new things and she is fond of trying to figure out how to do things, especially those that are least expected of her. She loves to surprise people, and yes, she loves to say yes. In fact, when she was 15 and her instructor asked if she could play the ukulele on stage, she said yes, even if she didn't know how to. She researched how to play the instrument for 2 weeks, and before everyone knew it, there she was playing a classic on stage. That's how determined Kathy is about figuring things out and surprising people with her yes. But someone she met in the future didn't want any surprises. Kathy met this guy named John who became her boss in an architectural firm. After being in the business for more than 2 decades and doing the same traditional thing, John wanted to present their designs in a more contemporary manner. He wanted a 3D simulation to be flashed on a wall so that anyone who enters their office would stop in awe. He asked Kathy if she can do it, and naturally, Kathy gave a big yes. Kathy knew how to use the 3D software anyway because she is a good architect, but she was not best in 3D. Still, she was determined to surprise John and amaze him. Thinking Kathy was a wizard on 3D because of how easily she agreed to the task, John expected Kathy to come up with an awesome output in less than a week. Kathy worked hours on end to make something good, but the first few days of her task was dedicated to mastering the software and figuring some updates on it out. Days passed, she was able to come up with something. She was satisfied with it and thought, yes, she did it. John was eager to see what Kathy had been making, but when he finally saw the output, he got so angry. He was only given a simulation of the facade. There were no details and lighting that make the 3D look real. John was devastated. He asked Kathy what went wrong. Kathy asked for another chance, but every time she would show something, Kathy would just become frustrated because John didn't like the output she made. She couldn't believe it because she was always the best at design and she always surprised people. No, 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 this can't be, Kathy thought. John had to ask someone else to do the 3D task, an expert named Ben, and in just days, Ben was able to complete it. Kathy had to go back to designing in the traditional way, a job she was already best on, and she decided to stick to that ever since. She thought no more surprises, less of the figuring out and more of mastering the skills she already know. And amazingly, she surprised more people with the new things she can offer with a job she was already the best on. She went from good to great. She learned a lot during the course of her experience. More importantly is that sometimes it is also best to say no.